Hi to all, welcome to Have channel. You're watching health, environment, food safety, fire safety, sustainability solutions. Today we are discussing very informative topic, that is what is rainwater harvesting, how to harvest the rainwater, why do we harvest rainwater, advantage of rainwater harvesting, disadvantage of rainwater harvesting. So, and same to be what is the storm water, how to harvesting the storm water. So let us discuss for that what is the rainwater harvesting. Definition of what is rainwater harvesting. The rainwater harvesting is the simple process or technology used to conserve rainwater by collecting, storing, conveying and purifying of rainwater that runs off from rooftops, parks, roads, open grounds for later use. So this is the entirely rainwater harvest definition. So in this reasons of the shortage of water. So in this reasons of shortage of water, the population of increase, industrialization, urbanization. So in increase in per capita utilization, less percolation area in places wherein rain-fed and irrigation-based crops are cultivated through groundwater, decrease in surface areas of lakes, talabs, tanks, okay, and deforestation, less precipitation, absence of barriers, raindrops checked by leaves of tree, water slowly descends through twigs and trunks, humus acts as a reservoir, tiny creatures helps percolation. So what is the rainwater? So rainwater is the ultimate source of the fresh water. It is a potential of rain to meet water demand is tremendous. Rainwater harvesting helps to overcome water scarcity. To conserve groundwater, the aquifers must be recharged with rainwater. Rainwater harvesting is the ultimate answer. So why rainwater be harvested? Why rainwater be harvested? To conserve and augment the storage of groundwater and to reduce water table depletion, to improve the quality of groundwater, to arrest seawater intrusion in coastal areas, to avoid flood and water stagnation in urban areas, and it's an activity of direct collection of rainwater. So rainwater can be stored for direct use or can be recharged into the groundwater aquifer. So in this rainwater, how to harvest rainwater means the rainwater harvesting systems consist is that catchment, conveyance system, and flush, filter, and tanks and recharge structures. So catchment is the used to collect and store the captured rainwater. Conveyance system, it is used to transport the harvested water from the catchment to the recharge zone. Flush, it is used to flush out the first spell of rain. Filter, used for filtering the collected rainwater and remove pollutants. Tanks and the recharge structures used to store filtered water which is ready to use. So the process of rainwater harvesting involves the collection of and the storage of rainwater with the help of artificially designed systems that run off naturally or man-made catchments areas like the rooftops, compounds, rock surfaces, hill slopes, artificially repaired impervious or semi-pervious land surfaces. So several factors play a vital role of the amount of water harvested, and in this main some of the main factor, the quantum of runoff, features of the catchments, impact on the environment, availability of the technology, the capacity of the storage tanks, types of the roof, its slopes and its materials, the frequency, quantity and the quality of the rainfall, the speed and ease with which the rainwater penetrates through the subsoil to recharge the groundwater. So this is the rainwater harvesting uh, different factors. So why do we harvest rainwater? The rainwater harvest system is one of the best methods practiced and following the to support the conservation of water. Today's scarcity of good quality of water has become a significant cause of concern. However, rainwater which is pure of good quality can be used for irrigation, washing, cleaning, bathing, cooking and also for other livestock requirements. So various methods in this employed. So rainwater can be harvested in a variety of ways. So we already discussed about directly from rooftops and stored in tanks, monsoon runoff and water in swollen streams during the monsoon and storing it in underground tanks. Water from flooded rivers can be stored in small ponds. So there are basically two models associated with rainwater harvesting. There is urban model, second is a rural model. Urban model and rural model. Urban model, this method mainly insists on directly harvesting water from rooftops. Urban model, directly harvesting water from rooftops. So in these rooftops, there is the roof catchments are selectively cleaner when compared to the ground level catchment. So losses from roof catchment are minimum, built and maintained by local communities, no chemical contamination and only required filtration, available at doorstep with least cost. So the typical rooftop rainwater harvesting system comprises roof catchment, gutters, downpipe and first flushing pipe and filter unit, storage tank. So these are all the rainwater harvesting system usage process, and what comprises we can use means roof catchment, gutters, downpipe, filter unit, storage tank. So next, so in this, what exactly roof catchment? The roof of the house is used as a catchment of the following rainwater. So that the style, construction and material of the roof affect its suitability as a catchment. Roofs made of corrugated iron sheet, asbestos sheet, tiles or concrete can be utilized for harvesting the rainwater. That is called the roof catchment. Very important, this roof catchment. And next, coming to that, in roof catchment, after we can discuss the gutters. So in gutters are channels fixed to the edges of roofs of all around to collect and transport the rainwater from the roof. Gutters can be made in semicircular and rectangular shape with cement pipe, and the plain galvanized iron sheet, it's a PVC pipes or bamboos or any we can use for these gutters. Use of locally available material reduce the overall cost of the system. So next, down pipe. So it is a pipe which carries the rainwater from the gutters to the filter and storage tanks. Down pipe is the joined with the gutters at one end and other end is connected to the filter unit of the storage tank. So PVC or GI pipe of the 50 mm to 75 mm are commonly used from down pipe. So bamboo can be also used wherever available and possible. So first flush pipe. First flush pipe means the debris or dust and dirt collect on the roof dust during non-rainy periods. When the first rain arrive, a first flush system arrangement is made to avoid the entering unwanted material into the filter media and storage tanks. So it means whenever that First rain is came, dust particle, it should be automatically removed and unwanted material should be removed in this first flush pipe. So this is a simple manually operated arrangement and also semi automatic system with a valve below the T junction. So next, coming to filter unit. The filter unit is a container or a chamber filled with filter media such as coarse sand, charcoal, coconut fiber, pebbles and gravels to remove the debris and dirt from the water that enters the tank. So the filter unit is placed over the storage tank or separately. So it may be or ferro cement filter unit, aluminium, cement rings or plastic buckets. So there is another way filtering of the debris and dust particles. There is another way of filtering the debris and dust particles that come from roof along with rainwater is to use a fine cloth as filter media. The cloth into 2 or 3 layers can be tied to the top of a bucket or vessel with a perforations at the bottom. Storage tanks. Coming to next, storage tanks. It is used to store the water that is collected from the roof through the filter. For small scale water storage, plastic buckets, jerry cans, clay or cement jars, ceramic jars, drums may be used. For larger quantities of water, the system will require a bigger tank with a cylindrical or rectangular or square in shape constructed with a ferro cement or cement rings or plain cement concrete or reinforced cement concrete or brick or stone. So the storage tank is provided with a cover on the top to avoid the contamination of the water from external sources. So the storage tank is the provided with a pipe fixtures at appropriate places to draw the water, to clean the tank and to dispose of extra water. So a provision for keeping the vessel to collect the water is to be made. Next, coming to size of storage tanks. So is based upon this number of person in the household and per capita for water requirements, number of days for which water is required. Example, so total water requirement for a household with 5 family members, a period 1 day and 135 liters per capita per day. So is called 5 into 1 into 135. So 675 liters. So water tank capacity 1000 liters. Simple. There is a, you can simply calculate the size of storage tanks, the number of persons household, per capita for water requirements, number of days for which water is required. So it will be, suppose we like discuss something, household 5 family is there, 1 day for this 135 liter per capita. So it is a 5 into 1 into 135 equal to 675 liters. Water tank capacity is the 1000 liters. So that is an example. So like that we have to calculate that to size of storage tanks. And next, coming to very important rural model. We are discussed in urban model. Now we go to the rural model. Rural model, it is a quite similar to urban model but has a few more methods used to store water either for agriculture purpose or for domestic use. In rural area, houses have usually inclined roof made of asbestos sheets, bricks or cemented sheets. So thus water from the roof comes in the edges easily and is collected using channels, filter and is brought to storage tank through PVC pipes. The storage tank is made up of the ferro cement. Cloth is the material used as a filter to clean out the water from the roof. So this type of tank stores enough water for drinking needs of the 5-member family for a month. So next, in rural harvesting process, rainwater harvesting, the advantage is that it provides the sufficient to water supply. So main advantage, rainwater harvesting advantage are to provide the self-sufficiency to water supply, reduces the cost for pumping of groundwater, it provides a high quality water, soft and low in minerals, and it improves the quality of groundwater through dilution when recharged, and it reduces the soil erosion and flooding in urban areas. The rooftop rainwater harvesting is less expensive and easy to construct, operate and maintain. And in desert, roof water harvesting only relief. In saline or coastal areas, islands, rainwater provides good quality waters. So there is a rainwater harvesting is very advantage of helps to the promote both water and energy conservation. It's a less cost and improves the quality and quantity of groundwater, and it does not require the filtration system for landscape irrigation. So this technology is relatively simple, easy to install, operate, and it reduces the the soil erosion and stormwater runoff, flooding and pollution of surface water with fertilizers, pesticides, metal and other sediments. It is an excellent source of water of landscape irrigation with no chemicals and dissolved salts and free from all minerals. And disadvantage also is there in this. Addition of to great advantages, the rainwater harvest system is a few disadvantages like unpredictable rainfall, unavailability of the proper storage system. So the regular maintenance is required. You can be without disadvantaging. So require some technical skills for installation, and limited and no rainfall can limit the supply of rainwater. And if not installed correctly, it may be attract mosquitoes and other waterborne diseases. So one of the significant drawbacks of the rainwater system is the storage limits. One of the biggest is that storage limits. So these are all the disadvantages of the rainwater harvesting system. So in this rainwater harvesting system, the mainly we have to collect, storage, and we can discuss the understand the types. What is storage tanks? Storage tanks is acts to flatten out any fluctuation in rainfall and usage of allowing water used to be to greater or lesser extent independent of rainfall. So that is a storage tanks is a storage tanks, and storage limit is very important. So in this things, so mainly the benefits is that is a multiple use of domestic consumption, toilet flushing, sprinkling, groundwater recharge, reduces the urban storm runoff and associate flooding and erosion, and low maintenance. So that is a very important of this things of rainwater. In this there is a rainwater, we have a different models also market is came. So expected benefits is that the rainwater the prevent the water and wastage by arresting runoff, and prevents the soil erosion and mitigates floods, sustains and safeguards existing water table through recharge, and increases the water availability and improves the water quality, and arrests seawater intrusion and prevents the salination of groundwater. So there are all the expected benefits of rainwater. Okay, next comes the stormwater. Stormwater it is a system of the pipes laid below ground to carry away rainwater from paved areas and building roofs. So in this stormwater mainly road surfaces runoff. In the urban areas, the pavement and roads are generally of impervious material like asphalt or concrete. These surfaces contribute sizable amount of stormwater surface runoff. It is then collected in a chamber provided with a CI or RCC perforated cover to receive rainwater. So these chambers are supposed to be provided in either side of the roads at the suitable intervals, all junctions and all depressions. While designing, the following points should be how to consider in this storm water. The average valve of the cross fall of roads are in 1 in 35 to 1 in 50 depending upon the type of surfacing. Where the longitudinal gradients is flatter than 1 in 200, false gradients of between 1 into 120 and 1 in 200 is provided between the chambers. Considering a false crown of about 50 mm, the collection chambers are provided at about 25 mm intervals. A general empirical spacing between two chambers is not more than 150 meters. One chamber is provided for 200 square feet meters impervious catchment area. So in this open drains in a small towns where it may not be possible to have two different sewerage and stormwater drainage system. This system of surface drain is adapted and constructed on one side or both sides of the streets or roads. They carry discharge from bathrooms, kitchens, washing places as well as the rainwater from roofs, courtyards and open grounds. They don't carry the discharge from the latrines and urinals. They don't carry the discharge from latrines and urinals. Constructed in different shapes and sizes, and rectangular drains, semicircular drains, V-shaped or peg-shaped top drains, U-shaped drains. You can be constructed stormwater. Rectangular is a one disadvantage is self-cleansing. Velocity is not developed and some deposits take place in drains, so should be large in size. Semicircular suitable for large as well as short drain, self-cleansing capacity. And V-shaped or peg top drain is the most useful for small and large discharges. Constantly is difficult and costly, not common. And U-shaped stormwater things, combination of rectangular and semicircular drains, they are suitable for both type of discharges. Okay, next coming to that discharge disposal of rain storm surface water. Disposal of rain storm surface water. All courtyards are provided with one or more outlets through which rainwater is allowed to pass to the stormwater system. The public drain stormwater system may either be combined, partially combined or separate system. Preferable to have a separate system for sewage and stormwater. The stormwater thus collected is discharged conveniently to a nearby stream or water house. The invert level of the outfall should generally be the same as the normal water level in the water course. In some cases, rainwater is collected in the courtyard and used for gardening. So these days, terrace water harvesting is necessary for every building and the water will be discharged within the ground. Similar to sewage collection system, except with the basic differences, the size of a system is usually 225 mm and minimum size of branch is 150 mm, and flatter slopes may be provided as compared to sewerage system. Slope of 1 in 500 for stormwater is sufficient as compared to 1 in 100 for sewerage system for 150 mm dia pipe. RCC non-pressure pipes with longer length of 2 meters are preferred compared to stoneware pipes in sewerage. So the chambers provided to collect rainwater from paved areas are provided with frame and gratings. So there is a lot of design consideration is there. The quantity of stormwater depends upon the main factors such as the intensity of rainfall, the catchments area, the nature and the condition of the drainage area. The all consideration while designing stormwater discharge schemes. The objective of stormwater drainage is to collect, carry and dispose the rainwater collected. Rainfall statistics must be studied. Meteorological conditions, intensity and duration of rainfall. It is impracticable to guard against infrequent extreme heavy rainfall in the storm from cloud burst, but it is necessary to consider adverse conditions for design. So for rainwater collection and disposal, three rates of intense rainfall for three different degrees of risk concentration: 50 mm, 75 mm, 150 mm. 50 mm hours per hour flat surface on which pounding can be tolerated during the intense storm and for few minutes after storm, and 75 mm hours flat surface on which pounding can't be normally be tolerated. 150 mm hours pounding is expected to be cleared within the 3 to 4 meters. In case of non-availability of data, 75 mm per hours for roof drainage area, 50 mm of hours for paved area. So this is a general rainwater collection disposal rate of intense of rainfall in different degrees of risk concentrations. So it's a very important for this rainwater and stormwater topic. So you guys should be understand that system of that rainwater harvestings. It's very a lot of important for this in your home and household and your organizations in a parks or so all this area nowadays is the rainwater harvesting system is a very important in lot of advantages is the main is there. So there is a you can use feed different methods in house. You can or in your guest house and wherever area rooftop rainwater harvesting and surface runoff harvesting and transportation, catchment, filtration. So lot of importance of the rainwater harvesting system. So rainwater harvesting is a sustainable process that helps in preserving water for future needs. So water scarcity is a major concern in today's scenario. So the process of rainwater harvesting is a good way to conserve water. Thank you. Thanks a lot.